Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jen and I do tons of beauty related content here at Beaudiction. So that means makeup, skincare, hair products, and both drugstore and high-end. So if you love beauty products, definitely hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified of future videos. So today's video is going to be my faves and flops for the month of January. So I'm going to talk about some things that I absolutely loved this month and also some things that I tried that did not work out for me at all. And funny enough, a lot of the products that I liked and didn't like are kind of very similar products. So I'm going to sort of jump back and forth between the good one and then the not so good version. So let's get started. So first up is a product that I really wanted to love, but unfortunately it fell kind of flat for me, and that's the Ardell Matte Pro eyeshadow palette. This is available at Sally Beauty for $14.99, and actually Sally Beauty sent this to me to try out, but I just couldn't really make it work. I was really excited about all the cool tones in here because I feel like there's not enough cool tone palettes out there right now, and I loved that it was an all matte eyeshadow palette at a more affordable price. But even over primer, I just couldn't make these show up very well on my eyes. They just kind of blended away to nothing. So it was a miss for me, sadly, but I really do like the color scheme, and I'm still on the hunt for a more affordable cool tone palette, especially one like this because it has sort of those more muted colors that I personally would wear every single day. I'm really sad about it. But on a positive note, I did find a really nice matte palette at the drugstore, and that was the Milani Most Loved Mattes. I did a whole video on the new Milani products, so definitely check that out. I'll link it in the description box below. This is actually a really, really great eyeshadow formula, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I did the video on it already, so I don't want to sound like a broken record to you guys, but I definitely would check this out. It has a mix of sort of warm and cool tones, so it has a little bit of everything, and the formula is really great. I've been using this a lot ever since I got it, so it's definitely worth picking up. It's $20 on the Milani website, but ever since I posted my video on it, I got a lot of responses from people saying that they've seen this at Walmart for just under $15. So at that price, I would definitely consider picking this one up. And then a high-end palette that I've really been loving and wearing a lot this month is the new Nars Narcissist Wanted palette. This one is so beautiful. I love all of the shades in here, and the formula is amazing. It's not too soft and too powdery with a lot of kick up, but it's also not too dense or too firm. It's just perfect, and it has a mix of matte shades, and then you have some shimmers and satins in here, and then a couple of glitter like metallic shades. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. I don't know if you can see, but I used this light taupe shade up into the crease, and then the matte off-white up in the brow bone, and then I used the satiny cranberry color on my outer lid, and then I topped it with this complementary glitter shade, and it's just beautiful. Oh, and I actually used this deeper brown underneath my eyes. So I love the way that it came out. I've been wearing this a lot, like I said, and the lasting power on it is absolutely amazing. The shades are so creamy and so buttery. If you haven't tried NARS formula, I would absolutely recommend it 100%. Definitely check this out. It's available at Sephora. And then two more palettes that I really didn't care for this month were the new Maybelline palettes. One is the Total Temptation palette, and then this one is the City Kit, which is just supposed to be a larger version of the City Minis. And I actually like the City Minis. I thought they were really good, but both of these were just disappointing for me. They had a few shimmery shades that applied pretty well, but it wasn't enough to redeem the whole palette. I felt like the rest were just really chunky, glittery, tons of fallout. The matte shades were dusty and they just didn't show up well. Also, this one, I don't know if you can see, but there's a broken shade in there that's kind of clunking around. They break really, really easily. They just were a pass for me. I don't think that they're worth the money, especially now that there are so many great options at the drugstore, and I think these are retailing for like around $12. So unfortunately, I would have to say pass on these. And while we're on the subject of Maybelline, I want to talk about another product that sadly didn't work out for me, and that's the Total Temptation mascara. I've seen so many people raving about this, and I was actually one of them. When I first put this on my lashes, I was wowed by it. It gave me such long, voluminous lashes. It was a fantastic formula. I loved like the moussey consistency, so it wasn't too wet. It didn't make my lashes clump. It was amazing. I'm going to show you a before and after picture right now. I absolutely loved the way that it looked at first. But then after I wore it for about an hour or so, I got terrible smudging underneath my eyes, and I don't know what makes a mascara smudge under one person's eyes and not another, but for me, it was everywhere. And I've seen so many reviews on this, people saying it doesn't smudge at all. So I don't know what happened with me, but I am gonna go and try to find the waterproof version because I loved what this did for my lashes, but sadly I just can't wear it if I'm gonna have raccoon eyes very shortly after applying it. So this is definitely a pass, sadly. But one mascara I did love is the new Lorac Royal Treatment Mascara. I actually did a video on this a few weeks ago. It has a blue tinted primer on one end and mascara on the other, so when the two mix together, it sort of makes this blue-black color that's supposed to brighten your eyes. I don't know about that claim, but I do know that this made my lashes look incredible. I will link the video that I did down below because I actually did a demo on applying it, and this lasts on me all day, no smudging, no flaking, and it doesn't clump. It's amazing, and I will definitely continue to repurchase this one. Next up is a brow product that didn't really work out for me. This is the Pixi Natural Brow Duo. This has a brow pencil on one end and a brow gel on the other, and I love the two-in-one brow products like this. My favorite is actually the Soap and Glory Archery, and this same thing, it has a brow pencil on one end and a gel on the other. I think I've mentioned this a bunch of times on my Instagram as well as on YouTube. So I actually was at Target last week looking for a new Archery because this one's empty. I used it completely to the bottom and they did not have my shade. So then I saw this Pixi version and it looked pretty much the same, and I thought, all right, well, if this one's not here, rather than go to Ulta, I'll just try this one and see how it works out. Unfortunately, it did not work out for me at all. I like the color, but it does not show up. It's like you can color with this as hard. I have to press so hard, it actually just broke. No color comes out. It's so hard and dry. So I didn't even try the brow gel. As soon as I realized that no color was coming out, I just said, how can I use this? I can't use this. So I will definitely be heading to Ulta to grab another one of these. Archery is amazing. If you haven't heard me talk about it, I'm just gonna say really quickly, this has a really nice formula. It's not so creamy that it's gonna smudge all over the place, but it's not so firm like the Pixi one that it doesn't come out. It's just sort of that perfect balance of slightly stiff but not too much, and the brow gel on the other end is tinted and it definitely holds your brows in place all day. So I will definitely be repurchasing this one as soon as I can get over to Ulta. I hope they have my shade, or maybe even Walgreens. Actually, Walgreens carries this too, so I can check there. So yes, definitely a pass on this one. Another product that didn't work out well for me is the Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer. This in theory is a good idea. I do like the formula of it, and I like how it sort of refreshes your under eye. The problem I have with this is that it contains peppermint. Why they put peppermint in this, I don't know. I think this would be actually a really nice product if it didn't have the peppermint, but my skin just reacts to it. It's just sensitive to that ingredient, I guess, and This just dried out my under eyes and made them look kind of puffy and irritated, so there's no way that I can use this even if it is a good product and it does what it claims to do, which is to sort of depuff your under eyes and moisturize and hydrate, sort of revive your skin. So if you don't think that the mint will bother you, definitely you could try this out and see how you like it, but it didn't work out for me, sadly. But a similar product that I've actually really been enjoying lately is the new Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. This is sort of similar. It doesn't contain mint, though. It actually doesn't have a scent at all. It's an under eye balm and primer. It's supposed to help smooth your under eyes and also to depuff and just make your eyes look more awake. And what I love about it is that it helps my concealer go on so nicely. It fills in the fine lines a little bit. It makes my skin look so smooth and sort of plumped up. And I definitely noticed a big difference when I went to put my concealer on after this. And now that I am 40, I kind of need a little bit of help in my under eye area. Concealers can start to sink into those lines and look a little bit cakey under my eyes. So this has been a lifesaver for me the past few weeks. So I definitely recommend checking this out. It's available at Ulta and Sephora. Another product that I was really excited about but did not work out for me is the new Physicians Formula Charcoal Detox Cleansing Stick. I thought this was going to be a dupe for the Tarte Frxxxion stick, which I love. Sadly, it's not. The Tarte stick has this really fine exfoliant that really gets my skin hydrated and glowing, and I love the stick form. I actually brought it on vacation with me last summer, and it is so portable and awesome. This one is not gritty at all, and it actually left like this greasy film on my skin that I didn't like, and on top of that, it hardly comes out. When you go to apply it to your skin, it just, nothing happens. I feel like it's hard to even come off of the stick at all. So I definitely would not waste your money on this one. However, I did find a drugstore option that I am liking so far, and I'm going to include it in this video, even though I can't say it's a favorite yet because I literally just started using it. Actually, there are two of them. It's the Yes To cleansing sticks, and so far I've had pretty good results with them. This one I've been using for longer, and this is the 2-in-1 scrub cleanser stick in the coffee version. And this one, first of all, it smells like coffee and coconut and chocolate. The scent is incredible. This has a really nice grit to it. I think it's the closest thing to the Tarte Frxxxion stick that I've tried. I have had better luck applying it to my hand first because I think you really have to sort of press hard to make sure that you get a lot out of it. So I apply it to a wet hand and I really just scrub it really hard, and then I sort of take that and apply it to my face. And just like the Tarte Frxxxion stick, this has a really fine exfoliant to it, so I do like that. I don't know if the coffee energizes my skin. I don't know about that claim, but as an exfoliator, it's definitely good. And then the charcoal one is very similar. I like the scent of the coffee one much better. This one has a decent scent. I mean, the scent of this one isn't bad. It actually kind of reminds me of baby powder, maybe. I mean, it's like a fresher scent. It's not bad. But I used this one for the first time this morning, and it's very similar to this. It has a very fine exfoliant in it, and it also worked better applying it to my hand first and then to my face. So they do differ from the Tarte stick in that way, because I can take the Tarte one and just rub it all over my face and it comes off the stick very easily. But these you have to work with a little bit. But if the Tarte one isn't in your budget, I think these are a great option if you're looking for a portable exfoliant. So definitely check these out. And then a lip product that I've really been enjoying this month is the new Milani Amore Shine Liquid Lip Color. These are a liquid lipstick and gloss hybrid, so they give you the shine of a gloss but full coverage pigment like a liquid lipstick would. I think they have really good staying power, better than a gloss would, but they're not completely transfer proof like a matte liquid lipstick, so they will slowly wear off throughout the day, especially if you're eating and drinking, but I didn't find them migrating outside of my lip line. If you'd like to see some swatches of these and my full review, definitely check out my Milani video, which I will link below. I did lip swatches as well as arm swatches, and you can see the 4 shades that I chose. They're pretty neutral, but there are 12 shades overall. So if you see these pop up in the drugstore, I wouldn't hesitate to pick one up, especially if you like a glossy finish. And then the last product I'm going to talk about is actually a hair product, and it's the Briogeo Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This actually has argan oil, rosehip oil, and coconut oil, but it's a super lightweight formula, so it doesn't weigh down my fine hair, which I love. It also has no sulfates and no parabens and no silicones, and I've actually been on a no silicone kick lately because silicones tend to build up on your hair, and over time it can start to like weigh my hair down, and the only way to get rid of it is to use a really clarifying shampoo, and those sort of wreak havoc on my hair, and my hair is definitely very dry and damaged from bleaching, so I don't like to use those harsher shampoos, and I just figured that maybe if I use some products that don't build up on my hair, I don't have to go in with a clarifying every so often. I can just continue to use my more gentle formulas. So I really do love that about this, and also I feel like it makes my hair so soft and silky. I feel like my hair looks much healthier than it has in a long time, so I'm very happy with this so far. I use it every single time I wash my hair. As soon as I get out of the shower, I use my regular shampoo and conditioner, then I get out of the shower, spray this on before blow drying, and I think it does a great job of reducing frizz and adding shine to my hair, and it just makes it feel really soft. So I'm in love with this stuff, and I would highly recommend it if you have damaged hair or if your hair is fine. You don't have to worry about this weighing it down at all. Alright guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my favorites and not so favorites for the month of January. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you take a minute to subscribe to my channel, that way you'll be notified of future videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.